Some of you are having difficulty with your Excel alternate project, but I think it's just because you're not grasping the idea. So I'm going to make this quick video to try to help you if you're having some difficulty. If I take a look right here, this is my project, and it says that I'm going to be looking for investors for my self-cleaning eyeglasses, and so I've got a list of requirements for the project. So if I've already got a main idea, which you should, I mean, you're talking about you're having sales for your self-cleaning glasses, make yourself up just a basic outline. I've got 5 different locations. Do not type the word location in there. Give me 5 locations and do your first quarter sales. First quarter sales are maybe January through March, right? 3 months worth of sales. And then maybe you're going to have a total. If you create your file exactly like this, I will not give you credit. Don't take my work and try to turn it into yours. So you need to have maybe some locations. You could do first quarter sales, second quarter sales, third quarter sales, annual sales. But I mean, your goal here is that you are trying to get information out to these investors because you want them to invest in your product. In order for them to invest, they've got to see that you have sales. So for those of you that were confused about putting in some logical data, I mean, you just put in their data. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Maybe you sold 700 in location 1 in January and 900 in location 2, but only 20 in location 3. It doesn't, you just put some data in there. It's not like I'm checking on your data. It's fake. So and different things can factor into why sales have gone up or why sales have gone down, or, so you place some data in there, and then you take a look and see what else you've got to do on your sheet. So let's take a look at this and see where we need to go from here. I've got the basic breakdown here of what I plan to do, and let me take a look at my requirements. I need to have a spreadsheet title that's merged and centered. That'll give me 5 points. So actually, I would like to have my titles merged and centered across my data, which is the logical thing to do. And then, so I've earned those 5 points. I need a sheet tab name. So I'll come in here under my sheet tab and give it a name. Maybe I'm going to say first quarter sales, right? And then let's take a look here at the next thing that I need to do. So I've earned my 5 points for that. I need to add some logical data. Well, who's to say if it's logical or not? Maybe I sold 1 million. It doesn't matter, directly what these sales are, but you just got to put some data in there. So like the data that wouldn't be logical is like 1, because obviously the investors wouldn't invest if you only had 1. So now let's take a look at this. Formatted data. Did you format it? And did you have a modification to your text and your style? So it doesn't matter to me, quite honestly, what style you choose or how you choose to format it. Maybe you want to, but it's got to be styled, it's got to be formatted, and it's got to look nice. So however it is that you choose to format this, you'll change your, you're going to change your style, you're going to change the way things look, you're going to change your color scheme up, so you're going to have to make some adjustments to that. You'll put some color and stuff in there. This is not complete. You would want to go through and fancy this up so that it has a pretty and a very nice look to it. So I'm not going to go through all of that and continue to change all the styles, because that should be something that you already are very familiar with. Maybe make your title bold, change, let's see here, change, your font color, find yourself a color scheme and change your font color. Maybe you want to make your font color white because you're going to make your background blue. And maybe make this one white and make this background maybe like a lighter blue. So however it is that you want to do it, maybe I want eyeglasses on, both sides because I like that look. And then you know, so slowly I'm getting there. You know, you'll have to pretty this up based off of your specific, but do not copy exactly what I have because I won't give you credit. I want to see what you know. I want to see how you would do this. So don't go copying exactly what I have in here, okay? All right, so now let's take a look at the next thing that it says to do. I need to have some cell borders, okay? I need to have some fill color, all right? Those are both worth 5 points. So my cell borders, I'd probably want something around this right here. So I'm going to go with all borders here. But I only want one big old fat border around this here, so I'm going to say a thick outside border. And then if I preview this, it'll look like that. I've just got one nice big border around the top, and then the rest of it just has borders in there. So I've got my cell borders in there. I've got my fill color in there. It says I need 2 types of formulas to calculate. So, I mean, you guys have learned about a ton of different formulas. And as you prepare, so I'm not going to do this because every time I do, students copy exactly what I have. You know, I'll put the totals in here, but you guys are going to have to figure out what your second formula is going to be. I'm not going to do that for you. And, you know, maybe you want to put that down here at the bottom. Maybe you want to do your max, so we can see who sold the most. Maybe you want to do the minimum, see who had the least. Maybe you want to do an average. All right. So you decide what it is that you want to put in there for your second formula, but I'm not going to do that part because I feel confident that you guys are skilled enough to do that. You're going to have to insert a smart art and a shape. So those are going to be pretty easy. You guys have done that stuff in Word before. So if I were to insert a smart art, right, I'd come up and choose to insert my smart art or insert my shapes. All right. They're both here at the same location pretty much. So maybe here I just want to put a block arrow here. This here is the lowest. Let me take that out. I'd like to go the other way. And I don't feel like moving it. So I'm going to say block arrow here. And maybe this is like maybe this has a low population, and that it would explain why, you know, the total sales are so low. I mean, you know, I don't know. Or maybe the coronavirus hit. I'm not sure. So I've got my shape in there, and it's kind of explaining something. You could also do something with the shape like, you know, get creative. I mean, you know, maybe you want to come up here and do a call out and put a call out like, you know, oops. Shapes, insert shapes. Let me choose a star banner. Like, wow. Right? So you could do something even like that too if you wanted to. I mean, you know, and then you can really play with it. Maybe you want your outline to be in red and your text to, I mean, I don't know. You know, you decide how it is that you want yours. But you can kind of make this part fun. This isn't intended to be like some really horrible, dreadful assignment. It's really just for you to share with me like what you've learned and what you know. So, all right, you've got to put an image in there. You've got to have a chart in there and with a chart title. So really, my last things to do would be to insert my smart art. And, you know, my smart art's here. I got to have a smart art in there. And it needs to kind of be logical, right? So maybe I'm going from, maybe I'll choose this one. And here it'll just be simple, dirty glasses. Then I'm going to buy self-cleaning glasses. Do not copy what I have. I will not give you credit. Buy self-cleaning glasses. And then I've got clean glasses. Problem solved. All right, maybe I don't need this one. Okay, so I've got my smart art in there. So basically, I mean, we've just gone through here and done everything except the chart. And I feel comfortable that you guys know how to insert a chart. One thing I'll warn you about is if you're going to add your data, don't put your totals. A chart is either going to have your data or your totals. So make sure you don't add totals in there. So when you go to select, make sure that you also have, if you want to earn your full credit for this, when you go to insert your chart would need to have a chart title, first quarter sales, it's got my locations in there, it's got my months. If you get series 1, 2, and 3, I won't give you full credit for it, and if you don't have the months in there. So you got to make sure you're selecting all your proper data. And you could just leave all of this here, all on the same sheet, you know, however it is that you choose to, you know, place this in here. And basically we just went through this whole project in just a few minutes. So hopefully this will help you guys as you try to create your assignment, because it's due tomorrow and most of you have not done it yet. So good luck to you, and I hope this helps you.